This is a special presentation brought to you by the Kings of Sport Network. You are now down with the Kings.
Hi. It's your boy Two-Way Ray. We back again with another NBA Finals live watch along. Game 5, pivotal. Game 5 between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're going back to OKC. OKC took game 4, was able to knot up the series at 2 apiece, not KNOT. Get your minds out the gutter. All right. Man, I so tired. We had our usual 5-hour marathon last night with the with the Nubian Wrestling Advocates presented by Post Wrestling. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. With 5 hours, I had to wake up not as early as I usually do, but I had to wake up pretty early. I took a few hours in the beginning off from work so that I could get some rest. And we're back at it again. Hopefully we won't be up as late as we were last night. But very exciting series. And I'm looking forward to game 5. You guys know our guest should be joining us shortly, as well as some familiar faces. So looking forward to that. And you can join us as well if you are a paid Patreon subscriber. Patreon.com/Nefarious Media Network. $5 gets you in the door. If you want to pay more, as Brother Nate always says, we won't stop you. It's a free country. Do what you want with your money. So that will get you over 300 hours of audio entertainment, going all the way through all the different genres, politics, sports, music, movies, comic books, all that good stuff you can find there, including some exclusives like SBF Extra, where I tend to give you some of the things that are happening in between our mainline episodes with myself and Chichi Okafor. So, and I need to start getting some of those out a little bit more frequently as well. And another perk is you joining us live here on the live streams. You don't have to just watch from afar and chat in the YouTube chat unless you want to, which is much appreciated. But you can join us right here on air. Just go ahead to the Patreon. There's a link that'll bring you right here. As long as you have a working microphone and camera, you could be down with the Kings, baby. All right. So hopefully my TV, of course, when I try to get everything together, I think that might be the issue. My batteries might be dead. I have to get some new batteries. Oh, right there. Oh, fake it till you make it move worked. Just taking one battery out and putting the same battery back in. But most likely I'm gonna need to get some new batteries. Yeah. Game 5. I want to join live bars. All right. So, if you guys want to discuss anything in the chat, feel free. Here we go. Now, this is what we were kind of talking about before, where the presentation matters a lot as far as making the game seem important. That's a nice little jumbotron they got. But it's the presentation, man. Put the lights down low. You know, have stuff flashing on the jumbotron for everybody to see, like the best moments. And then have your starting lineup come out with the announcer. That's all we want. Make it feel important. Sometimes you had a pyro, they were having a flame shoot up. Like, yeah, make this feel important. You know what I'm saying? Look like all they got is a little. They got that little mascot with some dry ice around them. But hey, something's better than nothing. But yeah, if you guys want to discuss anything involving the NBA, let me know. If you just want to talk, just to talk, you want to talk about pro wrestling. I know last night we had a lot of topics to discuss in reference to professional wrestling these days. Um, Most notably, Ron the Truth Killings, making a rebirth, rising from the ashes like a phoenix. We were talking about John Cena and how the run is looking right now. If things are all have already been getting stale, we talk about CM Punk and whether or not he's a hypocrite if he does end up going to Saudi Arabia. Um, Talked about a lot of things. Talked about All In and at least previewed the three matches that are reported and announced. One thing that Chris wanted to talk about that we didn't get a chance to talk about, I think he mentioned it, and now it slipped my mind. It'll come back to me. But I know there was one thing that he wanted to talk about. Um, there wasn't any cuts or anything, but there was something he wanted to come. Oh, he wanted to talk about WrestleMania. WrestleMania being from stripped away from the from New Orleans, and now having WrestleMania return to Las Vegas back to back. So if you guys want to talk about any of that, it doesn't matter, man. Whenever you guys want to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit up here quietly and watch the game if nobody's chiming in. Brother Nate should be making his way in from the shoot job, so hopefully he'll be in soon and we can have a bit of banter, friendly banter. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man, with this game. I got OKC winning. I think they're gonna pull out the dub. Well, we'll see what happens. This is unique. They got their fans in white and blue, so it's not like a concerted or not concerted. It's not like a solid, like unifying color. They're both in white and blue, so that's unique to see. I don't think I've seen that before. All right, Shea Gilgis Alexander looking as nonchalant as usual. Nothing phasing him. All right, we're about to get to the tip off. Here we go. Game 5. Indiana gets the tip. Mm. Here we go. Yeah, man. I'm pretty tired. I'm hoping for a blowout on the end of the Oklahoma City Thunder. so that way I can start going to bed. Maybe at a decent hour, but we'll see what happens. Uh, as many of y'all know, uh, at my shoe job, school teacher, school is almost out tomorrow. It's the last day. School's out for summer. I can't wait. So, yeah, man, we'll see. I should have a decent summer ahead of me, and gotta get some things in order as far as paying off the bills, but I can figure some things out. Just like that, 1 minute is gone. Tied 2-2. Let me see if I could pull up the scoreboard. Here we go. Oh, see, doggone YouTube TV. Why must you do me like this, YouTube TV? I'm watching it. Indiana was on my screen. It says Indiana's up 4-2. But on, as you guys will see once I bring it up, it says that Indiana is up 7-4. So I don't know why I'm so behind all the time. Bars. Why the delay is so, like, the delay isn't showing on my internet as far as like my computer. Ooh, good block by Siakam. Yeah, so there. Ooh, from behind the back. Look at how you lay up from with your back turned to the basket. You could do that if you're 7 foot 84, like Chet Holmgren is. But I want to know from you guys, if you're watching, let me know. Who do you think is going to be the X factor in this game? Game one, of course, you had Tyrese Halliburton with the game-winning shot, even though he had a subpar shooting night. Oh, loses the ball. Game two, we had Aaron Wiggins. Game three, we had Benedict Mathurin. Game four, we had Terrence Williams. And within all those games, the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is always a factor. I believe averaging 30 points for the series. So it'll be interesting to see. And I believe in the last game, he scored 15 points in the fourth quarter alone. So it'll be interesting to see what he does tonight. Oh, man. Don't get Neesmith hot. Or Neesmith hot. Hitting the big three. Good dime. Good dime. Terrence Williams with the lay. Good dime by Chet. Ooh. Siakam wanted the contact. He got it. Lou Dort is always physical on defense, man. Oh, but no shooting foul, though. Ooh. Hand checking by Hartenstein. Good D by Hartenstein. Hartenstein dime. Yams by Terrence Williams again. Catching Terrence Williams as he's cutting to the basket. Second drive in a row. Oh, another steal Good. Another defensive play. 3-pointer. Oh, just a little short. RNCD up on Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton bricking off the back iron. Ooh. Drive by SGA. Nice off the glass. Pacers call timeout already. 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Ooh. Drive with the left. The outstretched hand. Shea making something happen again. So, I don't know what to talk about usually when I'm on here by myself. And I know you're listening, Nate. You're always listening. But I don't know what else interesting has been going on as far as in the sports world. I don't know. Baseball? Y'all watch baseball like that? I don't know. Oh, WNBA. Still getting demolished in the Super Duper Fantasy League. Now 0-4. It's not a good road for me right now, folks. I need my best players, man. When they're all hurt, they need to get off. Now Asia's hurt too. Come on, bums. Just heal up. Why can't you have like the adamantium and the super healing like Wolverine so you could get on back out there? Come on, ladies. Jeez. But yeah, Cameron Brink, Kalia Copper. I need these ladies to get back. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Caitlin Clark. She's been, I think, other than this AT&T commercial with SGA, Terrence Williams, and Chet Holmgren, I don't think none of the other players in this finals has any other commercials. And already they done showed Caitlin Clark commercials back to back with Gatorade and State Farm. This is crazy. They need to come back with that commercial. I love that commercial with Trey Young and Boban and my folk, John Quill Jones. They need to come back with that commercial. That was a delightful commercial. Tell me, what is your favorite most recent sports commercial? I know State Farm got a lot of them, but that's up there with me. I like that commercial a lot. But yeah, I mean, of course, you got the classics. Like, I ain't talking about going back too far. I'm talking about just going back like 10, 15 years. I mean, of course, when you talk about State Farm, you got to talk about Chris Paul commercials. You got to talk about some of the Patrick Mahomes commercials. I'm trying to think. Are there any other ones that stand out to me? So not just standing out from State Farm, but in general. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Maybe something will come to me. I'm sure there were some good commercials. Ooh. Oh, did they call another? Oh, they teased somebody up. Oh, they Rick Carlisle wanted a foul on that other end. Oh, he put his leg out there. Yeah, that was a foul. Lou Dort, man, five or six. He has six hard fouls. He good six hard fouls for Lou Dort, boy. But they didn't catch that one. He kind of hipped out and put the knee out in the driving lane. Rick Carlisle got heated at the refs and got him a tech. Thunder on a 9-0 run. Another steal. Alex Caruso. It may be hot, but you just have to turn on the AC. That layup is cool as the other side of the pillow. Don't sue me, Stuart Scott's estate. Obi Toppin's in there with them pink shoes. Ooh, good D. Oh, foul and one for Miles Turner. OKC was flying around, man. I know Rick Carlisle, he's pretty animated, man, but he's got to chill out. I know he wants to show that he's fighting for his fellas, man, but you got to chill out. You already got one tech. You don't want to get booted up out the game, especially in the first quarter. He lost the ball, but good dime and good take and one. Oh, man. Free throw goes off the back iron. Wow. OKC 9 of 11 from field goal range. 6 of 10 for Indiana. Ooh, rebound, offensive rebound. Great job. Another drive. Oh, tried to stuff it, punch it in, but right off the back iron. There's nothing. I don't know if there's anything in basketball more embarrassing than trying to dunk. Well, I think if you try to dunk and you get stuck, what we call a hangman, you get stuck in the front of the rim with the ball, but you don't get it past the front of the rim. I think that might be even more embarrassing than trying to dunk it and then it clanging off the back iron because at least you got it over the rim. Did they call that backcourt? Yeah. Five turners, 5 turnovers already, but only 6 points off of those 5 turnovers for OKC. I think that's what they need to continue to do, but they need to convert a little bit more at a higher rate. But yeah, I don't know what made three ball. No, good pass. Oh, you got to be looking for that, man. Oh, foul. That was a hard foul. Hartenstein tried to give him a good dish to Wiggins. Ooh, but you thought he was going for ended up giving him a high five. Oh, but yeah, I don't know if there's anything. I think those are the two most embarrassing things that can happen on a regular basis, and they both involve dunking. Um, of course, there are like some things that can happen that of your own volition and of your own making. Need I bring you back to Swaggy P, Nick Young, trying to shoot a 3-pointer, thinking that it's in already, trying to hit a no look. is celebrating as it clangs off the back of the rim. Uh, that's very embarrassing, but that's of your own making right there. Yep, Lou Dort. Two fouls already. That's a good hard 6 fouls is what you get out of Lou Dort. He's got great defense, but he's also getting physical with you. Oh, Pascal Siakam forcing the defender up and then trying to force the contact. Tony Bradley, never heard of him, from North Carolina. North Carolina. Uh, yeah, man. I don't think I can think of any other. I mean, what? Unless you're running down the court and your shorts fall down or something like that. I don't think there are any other ways that are more embarrassing that you can really embarrass yourself on a basketball court. Now let's look at other sports. Football. How can you embarrass? Oh, you can end up like your boy Danny Dimes. You running full speed. You think you got a touchdown, and then you start slowing down and gassing out. That's embarrassing. Or you could be like Deshaun Jackson was one time, caught the touchdown, running it back. He was gone. Then had the nerve to celebrate too early. He dropped the ball down as he was running in. Ball never crossed the plane in the end zone. They considered it a fumble, and he ended up turning over the ball. Now, again, of your own making, boneheaded move. At least put the ball in front of you, cross the plane first. But I don't know. I ain't never played in the NFL. I ain't never played organized football like that before, unless you want to count flag football. Uh, but you would think it's common sense. Oh, good block by Maturin. Ooh, kiss the glass. Excuse me while I kiss the glass. But he didn't palm it up there though. He had what's my man name? Tyshawn Prince on him. All right. And we mentioned this before, I think during game one. If Indiana can keep this game within 7 or 8, they always are going to have a shot to come back. If OKC can blow it out of proportion by like the second quarter, have at least a 15-point lead, then you already know it's pretty much game over. So we'll see what happens. The two folks that are joining me. Oh, well, erased them all. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. And this is a long commercial, bro. And they show it every time. Oh, well, no wonder. I'm watching YouTube TV and they always showing a Google commercial. Of course. Oh, Nobody 2. I need to watch Nobody 1. Seemed like a good movie. You guys tell me, and maybe this will be a question that I pose for the parlay. And I think this was brought up by Big Bang Mike on IG. He's a former actor, martial artist, now runs his own MMA, Muay Thai, kickboxing gym. You might know him as, I believe, was he Rocky? No, he was Colt Colt from the Three Ninjas. But anyway, he was saying he wants to make action stars great again. Have our action stars be martial artists again. So and have them be ill. Have them be like, I mean, it's his son, but you can't be licking sauce off your son's forehead like that. You don't know where your son been. Uh, but he was saying we need to stop with making like these big time actors action stars. Even though Keanu Reeves was kind of already an action star, but I think he was more posing the point for a Bob Odenkirk and try to make this man seem as though he's like an action star where you could clearly, I guess, since he has been studying the arts for at least like 20, 30 years, he can tell the difference. And it doesn't, for him, it's not believable when you have somebody who hasn't trained in those particular arts. Now they're acting, even though that's the job, is acting like you know it. Um, but it's not convincing to him, it's not believable for him. And so he's like, we need to come out with more martial artists and push those guys because he's saying it's easier to teach martial artists to act than it is to teach big time actors how to do martial arts convincingly. So, and I think currently we are seeing kind of a shortage. You do have the Scott Atkinsons or the Scott Atkins, um, who I think is a decent actor, and especially if you've seen John Wick Chapter 4, he is a very good actor, and he kind of acted. He kind of did a role that was outside what he normally does, and it was a pretty good role. I thought very good role. Um, and of course, you got the Michael Jai Whites who are still kicking, but they're not like big time stars. And so I was kind of thinking because it's easier to get people attracted to a well-known movie star. I think that's why people are doing it because you don't want to have it to where you're trying to sell an action star like a legitimate martial artist, but he doesn't have the credits of a Bob Odenkirk or of a Anna de Armas, who was recently in the John Wick in the universe of John Wick ballerina. Um Big Time 3 by OKC Bars. Er, Oh, good lay. OKC up 10 now with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Ooh, trying to lay with the right. Uh-oh. It looks like Terrence Williams got poked in the eye. Oh no. Come on, Pat. You know you pushed that man down. Bradley, stop it. You pushed that man out of the way with that screen to clear the way for your mans. And yeah, Terrence Williams looks like he got poked in the eye or hit in the face. Yeah. Yeah, Pat Bradley. Yeah, Williams he is really favoring his eye. I don't know if he got or his head. We'll see. Let's see. They're gonna show the replay. No, this is Pat Bradley. They continue to show that replay of Pat Bradley pushing uh Isaiah Hartenstein out of the way. but they're not showing Terrence Williams on the play that he got hurt on. But as I was saying, a lot of people are like, hey, your boy Bob Odenkirk already brings eyeballs to the screen. Just having that marquee name brings eyeballs to the screen. Um, so I think they're like, hey, we can get people in the door. Keanu Reeves always been an action star, so I'm not going. I'm not going to bring it up for Keanu Reeves because it seems like he's been an action star for the past 25, 30 years. Um, ooh, less than a minute left. Lead trimmed down to 7. Ooh, rebound snagged by OKC. Again, you're seeing on the screen is stuck at 27 seconds. I'm still at 38 seconds. Again, the lag, bro. The lag, the delay, bro. Tween. Ooh, tried to get the contact on that one. Does. All right. But I kind of go along um with that particular idea of it. I think it's easier to draw when you have somebody that's recognizable. And then, oh, good 3-pointer, corner 3. OKC back up by 10. Hassan Wallace with a big 3-pointer. Ooh, turnaround jumper. Ooh, blocked. Good D by Chet. And that's the end of the first quarter, folks. OKC up by 10. But yeah, I think that's the mindset I'm of right now. Is that I think, yeah, you could draw so many people with a familiar, recognizable face as opposed to having an action star who, while it makes it look more authentic, you're not going to be drawing as many eyeballs. That's why you see a lot of those movies, even with more established names like the aforementioned Michael J. White and Scott Adkins. That's why you see more of their main movies kind of go off the streaming. You don't see a lot of them come out for theatrical releases. So I think if you do want to make that, I think it's different times than it was in the 90s when you did have big time action stars. And even going back to 80s and the 70s, if you want to go back to like Bruce Lee, as far as action stars who actually did martial arts themselves. You had the Bruce Lees and the Jim Kellys, um, Jackie Chan's, Jet Lee's, um, and going up, like I mentioned, oh, Jean Claude Van Damme's, um, was it Dan the Dragon Wilson's, uh, Cynthia Rothrock, boy, you going way back. Um, and then as you kind of go up to newer generations, Jason Statham. I think he's the biggest. I think he's the biggest guy now. And again, he had to prove that he can actually act on a decent scale. And he didn't even initially start with martial arts movies. He started with Lock, Stock, Two Loaded Barrels or Two Smoking Barrels. I want to say with Guy Ritchie. And so And then he started showing that his acting was on par with other folks like that. Guy Ritchie, now Guy Ritchie is getting more well known and working with more recognizable names like a Brad Pitt, and Jason Statham is showing that he can hold his own with those guys. And so, and then they started realizing, hey, this man can do martial arts too. And then he started going off like that. So I think right now, Jason Statham, without a shadow of a doubt, might be the biggest movie star who's also a legitimate martial artist, like the most not decorated, but most well known or famous um, martial arts action star right now. But again, we need more of those, man. And Michael J. White can act too. It's just like sometimes those guys aren't given the same opportunities. Same thing with a Scott Atkinson or Scott Atkins. I don't know why I keep calling him Scott Atkinson. Scott Atkins. All right. Second quarter has begun. Oh, oh, that was Chet trying to get down there, down low, and get some buckets. Indiana Pacers 7 turnovers to OKC's 2. Oh, good steal. That's an 8th turnover. I believe this is Kassan Wallace with the steal. 3-pointer. Oh, it's the thing. They don't convert at a high rate, and it keeps Indiana in it. This is the same story as game one. Another steal. 9. 3-pointer. That goes in. Aaron Wiggins, like we were talking about in our live streams before, who's going to be the X factor? Usually it's from the home bench players. Now, 9 turnovers forced by OKC. Oh, good block by Chet. 9 9 turnovers forced. 10 points off of turnovers, though. That is not a good rate. They got to get back in to turning that into points, man. But yeah, I would love to see some new blood in the martial arts movie space. But people are still paying to see this stuff. Like I'm saying, people want to see a Nobody 2. People want to see John Wick Chapter 5, which is coming out soon. I don't know if Ballerina gonna get a part 2. I haven't seen it yet. We'll see. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some more folks out there. I know Scott Atkins, he has, and I keep mentioning his name, but he has a terrific series on his YouTube channel where he talks about he interviews other martial artists who are also actors, and they just talk about, I think it's called like the art of fighting or something like that. Oh, going down is, oh, this would be a big blow if Tyrese Halliburton got hurt. He's got like some ice on his calf. Oh no, this isn't looking good. But yet, Indiana still, again, they're down by 10, but And Pascal Siakam is at the line now, down by 9. So they're still keeping it in striking distance. As I get usually teased, it is not yet insurmountable. As you guys, you're 30 seconds in the future as far as the scoreboard is concerned. Oh, another big three. Aaron Wiggins again. He's getting hot again, just like in game 2. 9 points, perfect from 3-point range. All of his points from threes. Oh, McConnell for Indiana getting a 3 ball, getting into it. And I think we talked about this before as well. It's like with Indiana, they have the certainty with Halliburton, but then they have that uncertainty as far as who's going to step up. And it's not an uncertainty that's negative. He looked like he got the he looked like he got the Monarchs on. Um, um, but it's an uncertainty that's a good thing because you never know who's going to step up for Indiana. It could be Obi Toppin who gets hot. It could be O'Connell who gets hot. It could be Mathurin who gets hot. You never know, but you always know somebody's going to get hot, along with the consistency of not only Tyrese Halliburton, but also Pascal Siakam. So, and Halliburton's back in the game. Oh my goodness. He has 0 points, 0 of 2 shooting right now. He's only been playing for 10 minutes out of the, what, 15 and a half minutes so far in the game. Toppin, big time rebound by Toppin. Getting Neesmith the ball in the corner 3. Again, Pacers keeping within striking distance. Not getting too out of hand with the lead. What kind of dinosaur is that? That don't even look like that was. I'm about to say it don't look real. It don't even look like that was that was the basis of a real dinosaur. But I know now they're doing the thing with the they're trying to create new dinosaurs, or dinosaurs are merging their DNA. And somebody tried to tell me doggone Scarlett Johansson ain't curvy. Nigga, please. So that girl is fine. Still. You're a lucky man, Colin Yost. Lucky man. Um Can I get it? Yeah. Oh Lord. What else? What else I can discuss with the good people? We got 3 of y'all in here. Appreciate y'all sticking around with me. Give me some ideas, y'all. Tell me what y'all want to talk about. So, what do you want to talk about? Just like my big bro, my big cousin, Devontae. Oh man, speaking of Devontae, again, disappeared. um, well, no, he was on SmackDown recently, so he didn't disappear. I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do with all these people around it. Because we still don't know if R-Truth versus John Cena on Friday is going to be a title match. They're keeping it to the last minute, just like they did with Oh, I think they didn't keep that match to the last minute. I think they kind of set it a few days out. They were like, yeah, uh John Cena versus R Truth will be a non-title match. Like they said that a few days in advance. But with this one, they're still kind of keeping it secret. And I'm kind of going along with uh I believe it was either Gerard or Jay who mentioned, hey, if it's non-title, you might as well have Truth win. Have him win, and then yeah, how you giving Dap through a fence through a you giving Dap through a doggone barbed wire fence. Um, but they were mentioning you might as well have Truth win and then kind of leave some mystery as to or if he can challenge John Cena for the belt later on. Some people are saying, hey, if it's for the belt, have him win. And then the you just make the title match that was originally scheduled between John Cena and CM Punk, you make that a three-way at Night of Champions. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from there with that one. Oh, a three for Halliburton. Good dime, but Hartenstein couldn't do anything with it. Now he stepped. Oh, good bounce pass. Yams. Williams back in the house. Dime again. Oh, steal. That's the 10th turnover. Oh, and the foul. Terrence Williams is lighting it up. Let me see this score. Let me see how many points this brother get already. This boy is putting on a shizzo. I know last game he had 27 points. Let me see. I'm trying to see the box score. Oh, that's the Biscuits. That's last game. I'm trying to see this game. Gamecast. Let's see. Let me go ahead. Let me remove this for now. Y'all can see my big beautiful face. I'm gonna go ahead, switch it to this tab. So here we go. Let me wish I can. Why is this so large? It's like, why is it so big? All right, let's share this screen. All right, so looks like Jalen Williams already has 10 points. And again, he got hurt for a little bit, had to take a rest, but he's back on it. Already scored twice since being back on the floor. 5 of 10 from the field. Aaron Wiggins, I should say. Again, perfect from 3-point range. 9 points. The only points were or all of his points are from 3. Halliburton still 0 points. Neesmith has 2 threes. Everybody else. Obi Toppin has yet to score. Right now, game leaders, you can see Pascal Siakam, 10 points for the Pacers. Again, Jalen Williams, 10 points for the Thunder. Miles Turner has 4 rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein has 4 rebounds. So, very close game. Well, not see, I shouldn't have said very close game because now the man who is on hold, who is about to come on there, now he's gonna roast me for that side. I said a 3-point game was insurmountable, and now I'm saying a 10-point game is a very close game. But again, for the Pacers, it's within striking range. So without further ado, you guys all know him. You guys all love him. It's the Godfather here with me once again, Brother Nate. Don't do that. Don't do that.
This man, Ray Williams, talking about a 10-point lead is easily surmountable, but a 2-point lead is insurmountable. Make it make sense, Ray Williams.
Nothing makes sense in these NBA finals, Brother Nate.
What's going on, brother?
I'm doing all right. I'm still running on fumes after last night, but we're keeping it going.
Yes,
How about you?
For those that missed it, another fun episode of the NWA podcast over on Post. I believe I checked it this morning or this afternoon, I guess, when I was having lunch, and I think we were already close to 1,000 views in within not even 24 hours, like within 12, 14 hours. So looks like it's a popular episode.
I'm glad. I wonder how many of those thousands watched all 5 hours.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like I would like for YouTube to have like more detailed stats, like because I know on podcasts on a couple of the apps they'll have like time spent listening metrics and things like that. So I wonder, like, are all those views people that watched more than 1 hour, or more, like I would say, like more than 2 hours or less than 2 hours?
Mm-hmm. Because I would venture to guess a lot of them would be watching for maybe like 15, 20 minutes at a time at least. At least to start. And then I think after about a week or so, I think most of those views would be like just cutting it up into or letting it play in the background, which we don't mind as long as you playing a video. You know what I'm saying?
Either way, we getting them clicks, y'all. Either way.
Indeed. Oh, steal. Oh, no steal.
Yeah, I was going to join you a little bit earlier, Ray, but I had me a little dinner. Had some steak hibachi, brother.
Oh yeah, you mentioned the steak hibachi yesterday.
Yeah, so I got 2 dinners last night. I got a salmon hibachi and I got a steak hibachi. So I had the salmon yesterday, had the steak today. I was like, you know what? Let's hang out on the couch for a minute, watch a little TV. Next thing I know, it was like 8:45, 9 o'clock. Ray Williams.
Well, you deserve it, brother. You deserve to relax a little bit. I don't blame you at all. I was thinking about taking a nap before coming on here. I was like, you know what? I'll be okay. Hopefully, as I was telling the good people, that's out on Indiana. As I was telling the good people earlier, hopefully OKC will make this truly insurmountable by about like 20 points with like 8 minutes to go in the fourth or like 5 minutes to go in the fourth, and then I could go to bed. But we'll see.
Yes, for those that are paying attention, you may have noticed the bonus episode in your feed today on the podcast feed, the audio version of Game 4 with me, Ray, and Jay. I thought that was a good conversation, so we threw it up for the audio version.
Indeed.
And it was still shorter than the NWA podcast, if you can believe it.
Yes.
About like an hour and a half.
Man, it just amazes me every time like we keep going. It's like, how do we keep doing this? Like, how do we?
I mean, it's just so fast. Somebody tried to wrap us up early last night.
No, I did.
Somebody was like, "Oh, we got more stuff to talk about," and then we was on for like 2 more hours. Ray Williams.
I tried. You gave us You gave us the youngest in charge jinx by saying, "Oh, 4.5 hours, we gonna be wrapping up." See, you gave us the Andrew
we,
jinx.
we were gonna finish up, but somebody had to talk about Mariah May. I mean, girl Brooke on these streets, Blake.
Blake, yeah.
Somebody had to talk about Blake Monroe.
No, I tried to make a quick mention and then somebody followed up. I won't mention who. Just like I tried to get through those 3 reported matches for All In real quick. I was just gonna be like, this person gonna win, this person gonna win. Here's the plugs. Good night, everybody. By the way, Fast Furious Josh, thanks for joining us. Who do you want to win? Well, I think we mentioned this last episode, but I think me and brother Nate are riding in the Honda together. We're on the one accord. We think I think we had it kind of as far as game 3 and 4, we had in our minds kind of a reverse situation as who was going to win game 3 and then an opposite team winning game 4. Brother Nate was correct in his prediction in that, and then we were both going to say that OKC is going to win the next 2. So we'll see what happens. Nate, you mentioned that you were watching a little bit of TV. Did that happen to include any of this game so far?
No, it didn't include any of this game, but it did include because I had the game on, but I was flipping back and forth, but then it just got too tedious to try to flip. And so I didn't see most of the game in terms of the first quarter, but I tell you what I did see, Ray.
What'd you see?
Goldberg. Goldberg. This man Bill Goldberg back on these streets.
Indeed. He's the reason Jay lost his smile.
This man Goldberg, though, I will say it. There ain't nothing wrong with getting older, folks. If you get older, that's a blessing. Consider yourself lucky. But Bill Goldberg, if you're gonna show up to the wrestling show, you can't show up in like the Father's Day T-shirt and jeans combo, brother. Put a little effort into your outfit, Bill Goldberg.
Well, who knows? His boy, what's his boy name? Gage.
Gage.
Yeah. Maybe he got it for him. Who knows?
At least, I'm not saying you got to wear a suit, but at least like a button-up shirt and like a pair of black jeans. I think that would have been suitable, Bill Goldberg.
Oh, he stopped caring a long time. He in his 60s. He stopped caring a long time ago.
He got a good reaction though.
Mm-hmm. Where are they tonight?
Tonight I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember, but I do know like Goldberg showed up and Oscar returned.
Yeah, I think they telegraphed the Oscar return on the graphic for Queen of the Ring.
Before she was in a match with Stephanie Vacquet.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh, poor Nikki. Like she comes back, she's trying to get in the good graces of everybody, and then she just mispronouncing people's names.
Yeah, you tell she ain't been watching the TV.
Yeah.
So many great women in that locker room. Like Io Sky and Stephanie Vacquet. Who are those people?
Did she legit say Io Sky?
No, but it wouldn't surprise me. I'm surprised. Like they probably didn't give her that one because they was like Io. It's an easy mistake to make. We're not gonna give her that one. Let's give her Stephanie Vacquet. Like everybody knows Stephanie, even if you don't. Like how that is pronounced in Spanish. Nikki knows. She grew up in Arizona. She knows some Spanish. She probably met somebody with that QUE combination in their last name. She knows how it goes. But no, we got Stephanie Vacquet.
It's like You got Garcia in your own name, so you got to know something. If you got Garcia in the name, nothing. Oh, good block.
Oh, this lead's starting to become a little insurmountable, Ray.
Well, yeah. I feel you. I was watching it. Yeah. I mean, the hero of game 2, Aaron Wiggins, came up big. He's a 3 of 3 from 3-point range. And then this guy, Kason Wallace, is coming up big for them as well. And we mentioned it in our past live watches.
Okay, Chet.
We mentioned in our past live watches that it's going to take whoever's at home, their bench, to come alive. And so I think that's what's happening right now. Man, Chet has been denying people all night. That might be his 5th block tonight.
This man Chet out here making up for himself.
Rebound, getting the me-bound.
Redeeming himself. I love how Nice Angel Reese took ownership of that. Y'all want to make jokes about me? I'm gonna flip it around, turn it into something I can use.
Right. Take advantage of it. Make it yours.
She got a triple-double the other night, Ray.
I saw her first, so that's good to see that. Hopefully she's improving in that aspect.
That's crazy though, because it's like now with Vandersloot out for the year, maybe forever. It's like, who's gonna be the point guard? Angel, can you do that too? Like, damn, she gotta do everything.
For real. Carrying a lot of heavy lifting for your Sky.
They ain't getting no help. Like I like Ariel Atkins and I like Vandersloot, but they knew what Vandersloot was. They knew like this is probably her last run. And then Ariel Atkins is cool, but like they needed to bring back Kennedy. To me, that's the missing piece. Because Kennedy's a bucket.
Oh yeah, Kennedy Carter, and she's still a free agent, right?
She playing down in Mexico, acting a fool in Mexico.
Oh Lord!
I seen a clip of her. She balling, of course, like she does, but like she was signing some girl's breasts and kissing all up on the fans, and like we ain't never getting her back. She ain't coming. She gone, dog. She gone.
They love her.
Kennedy for the streets now. She ain't got to worry about people calling her a thug or nothing like that. She can just play ball and hang out with all these Latino women.
Yeah, she like your man Marty Marr from Blue Street. Viva los Mexicos. She's
like, I'm a federale.
Exactly.
That's not a bad movie, man. People sleep on. Like Martin had a lot of movies that were kind of similar, but they were all pretty good, pretty decent. Like he had Blue Streak, he had Black Knight, and he had what's the other one?
Which one?
It's very because there are all of these movies that Martin made in the late 90s. They were all like Martin Lawrence with an uptight white guy, and let the comedy ensue. So you had Black Knight, you had Blue Streak, and then there was the one he did with Steve Zahn.
Oh yeah, National Security.
Like they're all kind of the same movie, but they were good. I liked them.
Yeah, like slight twists.
Yeah,
on them. But like you said, yeah, he's the zany guy. You need that white straight man.
It was kind of trying to recreate what Eddie Murphy did back in the 80s, but it wasn't as successful.
Right. But not to say they bad films. It's just like they just didn't blow up.
Yeah. Like they hood classics.
Mm-hmm. And then he got on that Big Mama's House, and that's where the real money came in.
He had to put on a dress, boo-boo. They asked me to do it, but I said, no, I'm not going to do that today. All lies will be revealed, Shannon Sharp, even yours. I know about Michelle, boo-boo. And we ain't seen Shannon since. I don't think Unc coming back.
Yeah, he's trying to stay under the radar. Oh, We got a new challenger.
Well, your sound, right? You ain't got the sound in this room.
Not in this room, but we're going to go ahead and welcome one half of the dynamic duo for Ring Theory. Unless he start insulting me again, then I'm cutting you quick, brother. Jay Lacey.
Wow, with the threats already.
Yeah.
With the threat.
You've been warned, brother. You mentioned my insurmountable one time. You out of here.
he put you on notice, Jay.
All right. You got me by surprise last night.
You gotta stay on your toes, bro.
Matter of fact, I don't know if you saw the feed, Ray. That is the name for the episode I put up, the audio version of our watch party from the other night.
Oh, insurmountable.
It's no, I ain't want to be so cliche, Ray. The title is The Odds Were Surmounted.
Surmounted. Okay.
I think Ray might actually have his insurmountable game tonight if OKC keep playing like this.
That's what it looked like, man. That's what it looks like over here. So we'll see it. I got in the house late, so I saw a little bit of like Halliburton looked like he had some kind of injury or some kind of, something happened to him.
Yeah, he came up lame on his calf during like early the second quarter. And so he was out he went back to the training room, to the locker room for a little bit, but then he had come back. But even before then, he has not been shooting well. He still has yet to score.
Oh, wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, so.
And we almost at halftime too.
Yep.
He's representing his jersey number for sure. 0.
Exactly.
It's crazy how many people this morning were like, this is a do or die game for the Thunder. And I'm like, really? Yeah, y'all must just be working for these gambling companies because you're trying to build up the spread. Get more action on the Thunder.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go down the list with the cliches. You brought one up. You said do or die, pivotal. What else? What else can we describe this game? Insurmountable.
I wasn't gonna say it, but it's the elephant in the room. We knew what was coming.
Still scoreless.
That's crazy. That's crazy. They flashing halftime stats right now. Crazy.
Already. And my dog on TV still on the delay.
Halftime.
I still got 13 seconds left. And I swear, it is not contrary to what was said last time. I am not on a Croatian feed. I am not using nefarious means to stream this game.
What's Tony Kukoc say about this game, Ray? Halliburton's got to step up. This is not good. You got to lead the team.
I'm on YouTube TV.
It's like that game when I was in the game. Phil Jackson said, "You take the shot." Scottie Pippen got mad. He sat down. I said, "Scottie Pippen, stop being a punk. Come on the court." I ain't gonna lie. That's what I lost respect for Scottie Pippen back in the day.
Yeah, he was, and the thing about it too, good for Tony Kukoc for hitting that shot too. Because if he would have missed it, it would have validated Pippen's argument, And
then the crazy part was everybody happy because they beat the Knicks, and Scottie Pippen just sitting there like, okay, we won. Okay, cool, I guess. Like, see, that's why you ain't MJ, Scotty.
But to be fair though, it's like, come on, man. I don't know. I've never suffered migraines before, but I've heard about people suffering migraines. Those things are no joke.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan just like, oh, he just sat out because his head hurt. Like, brother, have you ever been brother? Come on, man. Cut him some slack.
Mike don't cut nobody no slack. He ain't even cut his kids slack at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Not at all.
You know, my kids, they wanted to be me growing up, but they can't be me because they kind of suck at basketball, but it's all good. I still love them because I'm a good dad. Like, are you?
Are you for real? I don't know.
That's why your son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
He do have his daddy's traits. That's petty. That's levels of pettiness I can only hope to achieve.
We need a documentary of that. Just have Marcus Jordan just like, Dad said I wasn't no good, and I took that personal. I'm gonna go out with your teammate's ex-wife just to spite you.
For all we know, that was probably Jordan playing all along.
Man, you saying like LeVar Ball had a plan?
Right.
LeBron had a plan, but Michael Jordan's plan was like 4D chess.
Yeah, just keep ruining Scottie Pippen's life. That's all I want to do. Just start setting stuff in motion.
Just seeing
like Jeffrey, have you met such and such?
Just seeing Larissa and Jeffrey dropping off their kids at Scotty's house, and Scotty just bull.
You see him courtside at the Grizzlies.
You see, well, I guess you didn't see Jay because you just got in, but I was telling Ray I was a little late to the live stream tonight, because I had me some hibachi, fell asleep a little bit, woke up, was still kind of half asleep, half awake. Had it on the Netflix, watching a little bit of Raw. This man Goldberg back in town, brother.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Goldberg back in town.
Him and Gunther, Saturday night's main event.
Right, they're putting in motion. Okay.
Goldberg just looked like somebody's football coach coming out there yelling at Gunther. I'm like, come on, Bill. Like, dress like the job you want, Bill.
He dressing like Michael Jordan or what?
No, Bill was out there dressed like somebody's dad at a Father's Day picnic. Like he had a dad shirt on and some faded blue jeans. And like, come on, brother.
That's the thing, though. Do you think even with, like, I still think, well, it might be gone. Do you think Goldberg may be one of those guys where the aura is still there regardless of what they wear?
I think it's manufactured.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah. I'm not excited to see that match at all, honestly.
I think when he like actually shows up to wrestle, like the excitement will be in the arena. But like, yeah, like he got a good pop when he came out. But like once he started his promo, you could tell the energy from the crowd was going down a little bit. But like the entrance, they were in for it.
Was he breathing in the sparkler smoke?
Yeah, he did that. But
Okay.
it looked weird because he was doing it in his Father's Day outfit. You don't go sit your ass down, William.
Go around, kids. Look what I can do.
Like you ain't even Bill no more. You William Goldberg.
Grandpa Willie.
Oh,
Willie Goldberg.
Willie Goldberg.
Gage, if you don't get your daddy off of his off that stage, man.
Right. Yeah. Gage, go get your father. He's doing it again.
Exactly. Oh Lord. But we'll see, man.
See if Gunther can pull a good match out of him.
That's the thing too.
Hoping so.
It's like he's been on record. He's been on like podcasts saying, "Oh man, I don't know, man. I've been in practice or I've been in training, but it's going to be hard for me to recapture what I once had because I'm older and I got to stop myself from getting hurt in the gym if I hit the bag too hard, if I hit the heavy bag too hard. I can't run because my knees jacked up." It's like, golly, brother, why are you even wrestling then? You saying all this stuff, that means you don't need to come back.
He said, is the check clearing now? I guess exactly. I'm back.
You cash the same.
He's setting the bar low.
Because if you go to Saudi to check, the money all clears the same, I guess.
Yeah, what if Jay's right? What if Goldberg is just fooling us? He's working us. He's setting expectations low, but this man been training 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Ray.
He's setting
I
that
wouldn't be
bar low.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Because
He did have a little pot belly though. I was like, I seen that Goldberg. Like I seen that, brother.
Well, maybe that's all a part of his plan. Maybe he got the James Harden fat suit on to trick you.
I thought you were gonna say he got the James Grim Reaper Roper from Great White Hype.
Yeah, that too.
Champ, you need to get in shape.
I thought you were gonna go with a different reference. Like most recently, Sheamus when he first came back.
Yeah,
just fooling everybody, and then just getting phenomenal shape. So
round is a shape.
Round is a shape. But Sheamus is always like, even if he got like a little pot belly, that he's always working on his stuff with all the Celtic warrior workouts and stuff he's gonna get himself back into.
Man, shout out to him, because just watching that gets me exhausted, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is so hilarious, bro. No shade, but it's like I see all these little workouts that he does with other people, and they're like pushing him to the limit, and then he ends up doing a pickleball workout. You want to know who had him do the pickleball workout? I don't know if you guys saw this particular episode.
No.
It was Nate's queen, Nia Jax, that had him doing pickleball out here with Tiffany Stratton. So it was.
You ever need a pickleball partner? You know where to call my Nia. I ain't never played no pickleball, but I learned
just for her.
He said, "I'm a quick study."
Closest thing I had was that Andy Roddick sandwich from Subway when they was trying to do that pickleball sandwich.
Andy Roddick sandwich. Well, yeah, I'm like, come on, man, come on, Nia. I know you got some athleticism. I know you can at least do like a deadlift or a squat or something. But pickleball, okay.
Pickleball hot in these streets, Ray.
I know it is now. It's been around for a little bit.
There's a show that comes on out here after Wild Women of Wrestling. You get like all these syndicated shows. The first one that comes on is Tennis Weekly. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. I get that. Then the next show to come on after Tennis Weekly is Pickleball Today. They talking about the hottest stars in pickleball. I never heard none of these people. Every now and then you get like a retired tennis player that's like playing pickleball now. It's like Andre Agassi steps onto the pickleball court. Like I'm not interested in this.
It's got like old legends, like tennis legends playing pickleball.
Yeah, like there's regular people that just play pickleball, like athletes, like people in their 20s and 30s playing pickleball. But then like they sprinkle in like Andre Agassi out here playing pickleball, or what's the name? Lindsay Davenport out here playing pickleball. It's like not interested.
It's like a pros versus Joes with pickleball.
That's hilarious. That show was dope, though.
It was.
I miss
pros
that
versus
show.
Joes, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for engaging with us in the chat. Untamed says 20-point blowout incoming. I think that's pretty insurmountable. OKC too good. Thank you for chiming in, Untamed.
I feel like insurmountable is one of those lists of banned words I can't say.
You good. You just said it too.
Right.
It's on the ban list. Like, should I make? Nah, I can't say it.
You good, man.
He said OKC too good, like Chris Rock when he played the DJ in Pootie Tang. Oh, Pootie too good. Pootie too good. That's the dumbest movie in the world, but I enjoy it.
Guilty pleasure. Yeah.
I heard it was supposed to be better, but then like the execs like the studio execs got their hands all up in the pot.
Yeah,
Change
like
directors and
release the Chris Rock Louis C.K. director's cut.
right.
The best part of that movie is the whole movie is like it's the dumbest joke in the world, but it works. Is the whole movie is actually just a clip that Pootie Tang showed on the Bob Costas show.
Mm-hmm.
Bob's like, Pootie, that's the longest clip ever. Sarate.
I don't know. What's that got to do with sports too?
Right.
On the Bob Costas show showing it. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna sign your pity on the running kind. Like, huh?
Karate. Tippeta, tippete.
I used to see that on the Chris Rock show. I was like, what is this? What is this man talking about?
The best part was like it would always be that one line where he would just say one word off, and the whoever he was talking to, like they understood him the whole time, and they're like, "What the fuck did you just say?" It said Sarate Chai. Oh, Sarate Chai. Okay. Like, this is ridiculous. And your boy Reggie Cathy, the late great Reggie Cathy, playing Dirt. Was it Dirt Nasty? A Dirty D.
Oh,
he just loved being dirty. And they go to the country, and the first thing he does when he gets out of the car is just rolls on the ground. Like, this is so stupid. I'm Dirty D, damn it.
You know, remind me of like an Ashy Larry.
Oh man, that's another character. Yeah.
Donnell Rawlins, like he still to this day, he still called himself Ashy Larry. I'm like, hey, if it gets your book, go ahead with it, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We're still at halftime. Usually halftime feels like it goes faster than this.
That's because they like the game. They like, you know what? We got to make sure we build up some drama. Stephen A. This lead, it seems insurmountable. But Tyrese Halliburton will find a way to surmount it. I guarantee it.
I need sleep, not drama. Come on, man. I'm talking about Stephen A.
This man Ray still tied from the NWA.
For real. So I think I was telling y'all off there. So I didn't call out the whole day. I ended up calling out like the first 3 hours. So I got 5 hours.
So you worked half of a half day.
For the most part, yeah.
You worked a quarter day.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
They let me do it.
Ray rolls in at like 1 o'clock. The kids is like, "Why are you here, Mr. Williams? Why are you here?"
I'm here just to tell you goodbye.
Right. He just shows up like Russell Simmons. Good night. God bless.
Exactly.
Nah, but that was a fun show last night.
Yeah, man.
You know, for the first time this morning, you were talking about it, Nate, earlier about the Ironheart.
Yeah.
First time seeing that commercial, I was like, yo, okay, this is actually happening pretty soon.
Yeah, June 24th.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, and executive produced by Ryan Coogler, so like he don't put his name on trash. So I'm expecting at least a decent show.
Yeah.
For
sure.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think the last live watch we did, I think at the end of it, my face was hurting for laughing so hard. That's the most I laughed during the podcast. Y'all had me cracking up. I ain't gonna lie.
all our foreign international guests.
They all sound the same.
Right.
It's like from Ireland, from Croatia, from Serbia, and y'all all sound the same.
Like, I didn't know Becky Lynch sounded like Tony Kukoc. Okay, I see you now, Doris. You wearing something respectable. Not that she wasn't wearing anything unrespectable last game, but what she wore the last game was like white on white, and she's already white, and her hair's like a gray blonde, and it just like washed her out. I was like, I wasn't a fan of that look, Doris.
Out here looking like a triple white Air Force Ones.
Looking like a ghost on the sidelines.
Got the floral pattern on.
Yeah, she got a little floral joint tonight.
Okay.
First scoreless first half in his career.
She was looking like the ghost of Christmas past last game.
Like, who are you, Roma Downey from Touch from an Angel? Why are you wearing
Are they airing the episode of Ghost instead of the finals?
I know. Oh man.
You see what's going on with your boy Shador, Ray?
No, what's going on?
After you and everybody doubted him?
Why ain't my boy?
After you had doubted him and threw dirt on that man's name?
I ain't throw no dirt on that man.
He said you were just planting the soil so that I could blossom because he looked like he might get the job coming out of camp, Ray.
Already from Cincinnati? Oh, not Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Yeah. Like I still think they're gonna start with Joe Flacco just because he's the vet. But it would not surprise me if by midseason Shador's the starter. But like he's got the highest completion percentage out of any quarterback, Ray, in the preseason so far. Not the preseason, but then like mini camps, OTAs. Yeah.
Oh, that's such a big deal.
Highest
percentage out of OTAs.
People like Ray was saying this brother didn't deserve a spot in the league.
I didn't say that.
Ray said the only reason you're there is because good old black nepotism.
You know, I love me some good old black nepotism.
The first time it worked in the NFL.
Right. The one time we get some black nepotism, Ray ain't happy for the brother.
Didn't even work out for Shiloh.
Right. Shiloh had to wait till the 7th round. They're like, nope, you used up all your black nepotism points, Dion.
Man, I still heard about that, man, because like Pittsburgh had a chance to get him.
Man,
Pittsburgh acting all desperate and thirsty over here and picking up Aaron Rodgers so late in the calendar year, man. So it's
I think that's why they didn't draft him. Like even if they didn't draft Shador, they could at least. I think they ended up drafting Will Howard.
Yeah, Will Howard's he's good,
but I think they didn't draft Shador because of Aaron Rodgers because it would have been too much spotlight.
Right.
Like Will Howard, ain't nobody really checking for Will Howard. I think Will Howard could be good, but ain't nobody really checking for him like they will be for Shador.
You're right. You're right.
Aaron's like, I'm the star.
I'm gonna run my Brett Favre playbook, and hopefully this works out for me too. You know, so we'll see how that works.
I don't know, man. You might have to go back into the darkness after this season.
Was it an ayahuasca?
Yeah. No, keep your head up, Shador. Don't let people like Ray bring you down, brother.
There you go.
Rise above, Shador.
I'm giving them bulletin board material.
It's gonna be in the documentary 20 years from now when Shador's in the Hall of Fame. I heard that shit. Ray Williams was talking about me. I took it personal. And then it's gonna be like the words on the text on the screen. ESPN reached out to Ray Williams for comment, but got no response. Like, damn, who is this man Ray Williams that lit a fire under Shedeur Sanders? Brother won 7 Super Bowls in Cleveland.
7. I'll be on that dock. It's like, yeah, I said it and I said it again.
I put it on my chest. I stand on that.
See, you keep on, and then Deion gonna be on the documentary. Ray Williams don't know what he's talking about.
He wouldn't have won without me.
They Shedeur made Ray Williams. Before that, nobody knew who Ray Williams was.
If it wasn't for me, all people will know him for was getting hoodwinked by that boy from the Hawks, or not the Hawks, from the Falcons. I lit a fire under him. But I really do hope that things turn around. But I'm surprised that he's playing well enough to be considered for the starter, especially he was like 4th or 5th on the depth chart.
Yeah.
It's Cleveland.
Yeah.
Browns, you know.
Yeah.
So it's Cleveland, it's the Browns, and also look at the options. You got Joe Flacco, who is a pro, but he's old. You got Kenny Pickett, who has not shown anything really in his 3 years in the NFL. He's on his 3rd team in 3 years. And then you got Dylan Gabriel, who's decent, but he's short.
And one for Terrence Williams. Good time. Yeah.
I think Shedeur will be the starter. I'd say by week 9, Shedeur might be the starter. I think like if Flacco doesn't go out there and light the world on fire, I think Shedeur might be in there sooner rather than later.
But the thing is, and this may be more bulletin board material, do you think he needs to be starting during his first year, or do you think he needs to like sit out and kind of gauge the landscape?
Report from Adam Schefter. Ray Williams says Shedeur Sanders doesn't need to be starting.
Stop.
Like, damn, Ray, you got Schefter on you now, dog.
I'm just saying. Give him a year. Like even Pat Mahomes had a year to just relax and take it a breather.
Now, I like for rookie quarterbacks, I prefer them to wait a year. But I'm just saying the Cleveland situation, like,
unless they Michael Penix playing,
he's gonna be the best option they got. Like Michael Penix last year was the best option the Falcons had.
Man, Kirk Cousins, man. I can't be mad at him for getting the bag, though. Can't be mad at him for getting that bag.
Always as Bomani Jones, friend of the program, would say, Kirk Cousins is a ski mask Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
He is hoodwinked and bamboozled more franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was talk he might go to Pittsburgh if Rodgers didn't sign there.
And I would have gladly took him after that. After that debacle we had last season, man. Huge.
That's the sad part, man. Like Kirk Cousins, as banged up as he is, would have been a better option than Mason Rudolph and Will Howard.
Yeah, and we got Mason Rudolph again. I didn't even mention that. So
he's making Pittsburgh great again.
Oh gosh.
MAGA Mason Rudolph.
MAGA Mason.
Like the more that comes out about him, the more I believe that story Myles Garrett said. Like the reason I hit him in the head with my helmet was because he called me the N-word.
Yeah. I think I believed him as soon as that came out. It was like, like Myles Garrett, even though Myles Garrett looks intimidating, like from all the interviews and stuff, the brother has a cool and calm demeanor.
Oh yeah.
So you got to do something crazy to get him like going crazy like that. But yeah, I don't know. So your squad, the Steelers,
yeah, I grew up a Steelers fan, man.
Man, you all over the place. You like the Yankees.
I am. I really am. Variety is the spice of life. You know what I mean? So I mean, everybody around where I'm at is either a 49er fan a Raider fan or a Cowboys fan. I'm like, you know what? There's more than that, right? So I remember as a kid, my dad was watching. It was the Broncos versus the Steelers, and he was going for the Broncos. And I said, I'm gonna go for the Steelers, and the Steelers won. And like, that's my team now, you know. So I've just been riding with it ever since Merrill Hodge, bro. I go way back.
They do have some great uniforms.
They except for the Bumblebees. I don't like the Bumblebee uniforms. You know? Those are trash. Those are trash. I get the historic significance, but they were wearing leather helmets when they wore those. You know, I don't want to see those no more.
Yeah, the terrible towels. That's a thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, anytime the Steelers are in California, I'm usually at the stadium where they're going. So I didn't go the last time. Well, SoFi. I didn't go to that one, but yeah, I'm usually there, man.
See, now it ain't the same when you ain't sticking with a long-standing horrible franchise around where you live.
Life is too short, man. Life is too short, man. It's like, you know what, I got to see what happiness is like. You know what I mean? So
why do you do this to yourself, Ray?
When you
didn't sign a contract, you can choose. You have free will, Ray.
It don't feel the same when you just hop on a winner, man. You gotta go through at least 15, 20 years of downtroddenness.
I told you I'm a recovering Knicks fan, bro. I know what
that is true.
I know what pain is. I've seen that movie. I know the director. I know their work.
Ray said you don't know pain until you go into a season with Jordan Poole as your team captain. You ain't seen my pain, brother.
Oh man,
I gotta hope this Frenchman is any good so we can get some wins.
I had high hopes for him too. Alexander Sarr.
Yeah,
I had some high hopes for him, man. I really liked Kuzma too.
Another big thing.
But it didn't work out for him.
I remember when we were on Hoopsology with Justin, and he was like, "Well, yeah, Ray, you know, my source with the Wizards says they play hard in practice." I'm like, "Damn, that's the best you can say about them. That's the best you can."
I mean, at least they play hard in practice.
Yeah, so is my son's varsity team. You know,
they got heart. They keep coming back to play. It's like, thanks. That gives me.
You know, Ray, nobody's quit the team yet, man. Everybody shows up. Everybody shows up to work, whether they win or lose, Ray.
I remember, I think Gilbert Arenas was getting interviewed by somebody, and he was saying when he had got there, like they were he was saying something about they were putting alcohol in the Gatorade bottles during practice. Like, at least it ain't getting that bad yet.
I could buy it.
You gotta pop yourself sometimes.
And that's when they would. The sad part is, Ray, that's when the Wizards were at least decent, when they had Gilbert Arenas and them boys.
Right.
Yeah.
They were at least decent.
And one fateful day after playing a card game, coming into the locker room with a pistol. Man, if you don't.
Is this a saloon in the Wild West, brother?
I know.
He's cheating. I know it. Hold on there, Gilbert. We don't want no trouble around these parts.
And especially, he is so lucky because, dude, he ran up on later. He got charged with shooting somebody. Mm-hmm. It's like he lucky they were at work. Otherwise, he would have been done.
Try to test that.
Put away your 6-shooter, Gilbert. We don't want no trouble.
Right.
We're the Wizards now, not the Bullets, okay?
Exactly.
Chill.
This is crazy, but yeah. Yeah, man.
You're lucky there's no such thing as a relegation in the NBA, Ray.
That's true.
That would be fun though. That'd be a wild
That would be
concept.
awesome.
Like the G League champion gets to come up and take whoever was the last place team gets to take their spot in the league the next year.
Well, I'm less affected by the Wizards because I'm like I pretty much expect it every year now. But I'm talking about when the Commanders were like Garbudo, doggone poor Dwayne Haskins, R.I.P. He had to start like the last few games.
Man, you know what's crazy?
Everybody was getting hurt.
And it's like obviously the headlining story is that this young brother lost his life way too soon. But I kind of feel like had Dwayne Haskins not died, the Steelers would be in a much better place right now because I think Dwayne Haskins had some promise. He just needed to change the scenery.
I think so too.
I was crushed when that happened. I was like, "Oh man!" And then you read that how young he was. I'm like, "Man,
he was what, like 23?"
Yeah, young, you know. So
yeah, just he was being responsible too. Like what he had gotten drunk and so he was just walking home.
Yeah,
he wasn't driving or anything. He wasn't ended up like doggone Henry Ruggs III. Oh, bum.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to be responsible and then end up get what? Was it hit by a trash truck or just hit?
I don't know. I just know he was in some terrible accident and
right.
I think it was a truck, but yeah, it ran into him. But yeah, that's like because I liked him when he was in DC. I like he's not bad. It's just there's things he's got to fix in his game, but also the organization is trash.
Ooh, blocked. yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you were going with the you haven't felt pain until you haven't felt pain until your doggone owner gets implicated for sexual harassment and videotaping cheerleaders without their knowledge. Like,
oh man.
Not just videotaping the cheerleaders, he was prostituting the cheerleaders, man.
Yeah.
He was trafficking the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That guy.
He treating the football team like it's the bunny ranch.
Yeah, it's
tragic, man.
The less we say about that guy, the better.
And the crazy part is he got broke. Like, yeah, he lost the team, but he got a nice check on the way out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like who's really winning if that dude end up getting like $6 billion?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's the cost of doing business. Like a peace of mind.
Just like your boy with the Clippers, Donald Sterling, he got broke off too.
Yep,
sure did.
Yep. Is he still alive? I need to look that up.
I think so.
Evil don't die that quick, man.
I know Shelly's still alive because Shelly for a while she had it put in the contract when Ballmer bought the team that she got to be on record as the #1 Clippers fan of all time. Shelly, if you don't sit your ass down,
right?
Somewhere Clipper Daryl's like, excuse me? Excuse me? Whoa?
Yeah, you knew it was bad. Like that one year when Clipper Darryl turned into Lakers Darryl because the Clippers was so like Donald Sterling was being so racist. He was like,
I remember that, yeah.
And Laker fans was looking at him like, "Come on, Darryl, like
show some decorum."
You see who we
attract, right?
That was one of the first guests we ever had on the Kings of Sport was Clipper Darryl.
Really?
It was crazy.
That's dope, man.
I might need to dig up that interview and that's your girl, Jay.
Yeah, just seen that. I'm looking forward to it.
What you know about this, Ray Williams, this Iron Heart? And they got old boy from Hamilton in this playing what I think to be is the villain.
Oh yeah.
The dude that played who'd he play? Lawrence in Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
And then Hamilton's son in the second act, because everybody played two parts except for Hamilton and Burr. Everybody else played two parts. And I guess the two main sisters, they didn't play different parts either. But now that man Lin-Manuel Miranda out here with Lil Wayne though, Ray. Yeah.
I mean, out of sheer intrigue, I want to go listen to the Carter 6, but out of everybody's reviews, I don't want to go listen to it. So,
yeah.
Yep, he's still alive.
Have a listen along. And just look at the disgust on your face like, nah, no.
Like I told you, I should have been in the Super Bowl. I know. No, you shouldn't have.
No, sir.
Like maybe in the crowd, not performing.
But you know the crazy thing is, Ray, if he ain't say nothing, I'm sure Kendrick would have brought him out for a song.
Right.
If he didn't raise a fuss, I'm sure Kendrick would have been like, let me bring Weezy out, or maybe somebody else from like the Hot Boys or something. Let me bring him out for a song. We in New Orleans, but because he started going crazy, the NFL is disrespecting me. This is a plot by Jay-Z and the NFL.
He didn't have to play the entitlement card.
Right. They disrespected me.
I mean, you didn't hear E40 say anything when they were in the last stadium. He let Bruno Mars and Beyonce do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have a long conversation with Skip Bayless about this one day.
I'm like, if you boys with Trump, you should have had Trump on there. Just like he pardoned you.
Mm-hmm.
Trump don't care.
The man Trump pardon that man Ty Chrisley out here. Ty Chrisley all of a sudden turned into a prison activist.
Right.
What they're doing in these jails is horrible.
I know.
I had some privilege, but there was so many black men in prison that was being abused, and we need to stop this.
Oh man. It took you going to prison to find out.
Right. It's horrible. The atrocities going on.
While I was in my penthouse suite, away from all
I wasn't actually involved with any of the violence. I just heard about it at lunch.
That man, something always kind of rubbed me the wrong way about that guy.
About Ty Chrisley.
Speak on it.
I don't know, man. I think he on the down low, to be honest. I don't know.
Are you saying he's a steak thrower?
Oh, what?
Okay, so in cartoons, it's called steak throwing. You throw a steak one way, so you get the trail off of you.
Oh yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I think
Ray was like, wait a minute.
You're just trying to get the trail off of him. Well, hold on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just be honest with yourself.
No.
I don't know, man.
You don't understand, Ray. We live in rural Georgia. Ain't that right, Nana?
Now, Nana be tripping me out.
I ain't gonna lie. I did used to like that show, man.
I saw that doggone commercial. It was one episode. She said something about I need the finer things in life because I'm a bad bitch. I was like, what? Woman, if you don't sit down, something you like. Yo,
she always be out there drink. She be sneaking alcohol into the house and stuff. Like Nana off the chain. Yeah, like whenever Raw would go off and I forget to change the channel, be like Chrisley knows best. And My favorite scene of all time, Ray, is when it's Ty Chrisley and Chase, the son, and he's like, "Daddy, we need to have a man-to-man talk." It looks like we're a man short, boy. Like,
he was always getting some one-liners in though. He was pretty funny, pretty witty.
And you know what he did? Like he did love his little black granddaughter.
Yeah,
he loved him some black granddaughter, but like we ain't never see the father. So I was like, I don't know how that relationship was. Right. He loved that little granddaughter.
I'll let you on camera.
Right. At least you're half traditional.
But who knows? Maybe after his experience, he might actually have him on TV. He
gonna call him. You know what, Tyrell? I was wrong about you. I don't even know if that's the boy's name.
The lead is starting to be surmounted.
Yes, sir.
My experience with incarceration has changed my view and opened my eyes, Tyrell.
Oh, good cleanup by Chet. Open my eyes. Oh, what are they doing?
Come on, Chet.
Was he out of bounds? Oh,
and I think one of the daughters was like a big at the Trump rallies and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know her name though. I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I guess
she
that ended up getting her out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
Getting daddy out of jail. Whatever it takes, I guess.
Yeah, this government is off the chain, man.
Just pay your taxes.
Right. like after Wesley Snipes, nobody should have got arrested for tax evasion because we all should have learned the lesson. They could throw Blade in jail. They could throw your ass in jail, Ty Chrisley.
Well, apparently one other person didn't learn that, and that was our president, 45, 47. That man ain't never paid no taxes.
I don't pay taxes because I'm smarter than you. Okay.
He would try to misdirect and go to, I pay all the taxes. I just don't want to show you all the taxes.
Right. Take it up with my accountant. He's got all the paperwork.
Well, I pay the most tax. I pay the biggest and the best taxes. It's like, whatever, bro. Oh, they still tangled up.
Now, the one that got me was, I like war heroes that weren't captured. Those are my favorite.
I saw it. Oh, did you trip over a shoe? Somebody got a shoe off? Whose shoe is that? I know. I was like, for you to have the audacity after you're known to be a draft dodger, like you had the audacity to talk to a war veteran like that.
Yeah.
Lord knows I ain't even into McCain like that, but
right.
I mean, I love me some Megan McCain.
I know you do, Ray.
I'm sorry. See, dang it.
Glass of whole milk right there, brother. I didn't even have to set the trap for him this time, Jay.
I just stepped right into it. I set my own trap and walked in.
He dug the hole and then walked into it.
If there's a cold glass of milk to be poured.
Ray used to watch The View and be like, Whoopi, just to make it talk. You ain't got the chastise of Whoopi. What you got to say, Megan, about tax reform? Ray got a little bit too comfortable. He forgot we was on the live. He was like, "Oh,
I was
shoot your shot, bro."
The filters were down and everything. I was just saying,
like,
whatever.
Megan McCain, that's a fine. Wait a minute. Are we live? Cindy ain't bad neither for like right.
Oh man.
mean, since I'm already out there, I'm just gonna keep going out in the void.
It's the floor.
Live the gimmick, Ray. Live the gimmick.
Ivanka fine too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When she was on The Apprentice, she caught my eye. I say that she caught my eye.
Okay.
Don't let Ray catch that episode where it's Ivanka having a conversation with Aubrey O'Day. His head explode.
Got a factory reset.
Shorty girl from Danity Kane.
Wait a minute.
Like, nope. Nobody's mentioned Danity Kane in 25 years, Ray Williams.
Hey, fun fact. So I have a red truck. I drive a Tundra, right? Or at least I used to. And then my wife has a car. So when I had the truck, I called it Kane. It's the big red monster, right? And that was before Kane was all crazy, right? So
right.
So I give the truck over to my wife, and she has it smelling good and everything in the truck. And I'm like, man, when did Kane turn into Danity Kane? So now the truck's name is Danity Kane.
Say correction, Ray. Jay's the only person that's mentioned Danity Kane in the last 25 years. At the stoplight talking about show stopping.
we ain't even talking about the Diddy trial, and we bringing Danity Kane up.
Right?
It's bad when Kanye walks out the trial like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
I can't even be here.
This is indefensible.
Like even Kanye had a moment of clarity.
He's like, that's too much for me. I wouldn't have gone that far.
TJ McConnell is going off.
Yeah, yes.
He's like, don't worry, guys. I'll put the team on my back.
Right.
I was watching Caitlin Clark the other day, man. I got inspired.
Ooh, with the floater. They shouldn't have called no foul on that, though. Boy, your boy Gas, though, he is breathing hard. 6 or 7 shooting. And that's what we were talking about during the last show, guys, when we were talking about you never know who's gonna step up for the Pacers, but you always know somebody is.
Mm-hmm. And they need it too, because I mean Halliburton ain't really providing much in terms of offense.
No.
Oh, bad pass.
Wow. Okay, Shay, with the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Shay said, what I tell you, this game is insurmountable, fellas. They're going to go to the sideline. Guys, come on. They're coming back. We're not going to let them surmount us tonight.
Surmount us.
Is that your TJ McConnell?
No, that's Shay.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to make a comeback. We're not going to get surmounted tonight, fellas. I don't know how I feel about this remake. It's Naked Gun.
Yeah, I'm about to say you like 5 steps ahead of me, dog. Yeah, I saw that trailer. Yeah, I'm like, it's unique what you're trying to do with Liam Neeson, but it does seem like it's genuinely funny. And you got CCH Pounder. It's been a while since I've seen her in some stuff. I mean, it said man's laughter. And you got Paul Walter Hausen. It was like a
look like Cody Rhodes in that one too.
Looks like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I was looking at the cast. Yeah,
Okay.
Cody Rhodes is in there.
Oh, and in the Naked Gun movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
You have him listed as a cast member.
Okay.
With Paul Walter Hauser.
It's probably gonna be some dumb wrestling joke.
Yeah.
Probably. Of course, did you guys catch the OJ joke in there?
I didn't even see. It was on in the background. I just didn't pay too much attention to it, or I didn't pay any attention to it.
Yeah, you got. It wasn't in this. It wasn't in this commercial, but it's on the trailer. It's of course it's stupid, but I got a chuckle out of it, but like a slight chuckle.
That's right. They got to recast Nordberg.
Yeah, I think they're like going through all of like the past, because they're linking all of the police officers now to the police officers in the past, and I guess Liam Neeson is supposed to be the son of Leslie Nielsen's character, and then everybody else is the son of the character, and then they get the OJ and they get their son in the sunlight.
That's funny. Like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, exactly. Like everybody else is like, "Oh, I miss you, Dad. I love you, Dad." That brother was like, "Nah."
I think that's the best way they could have handled it, because it would have been crazy if they just didn't mention it. Like, he was in all the movies, man.
So you mean to tell me they're not going to pro wrestling this and just like not have him exist? That's weird.
They're making a remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer too.
Yeah, and I think Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. is supposed to be in it.
We already know how you feel about Jennifer Love Hewitt, right?
Oh, stop.
Ray's the only person on the planet that still got that damn Jennifer Love Hewitt single on his Spotify mixtape. How do I make this feel? I don't even remember the words. I just know Jennifer Love Hewitt tried to have a music career, and it was like everybody was like, collectively, America was like, "No, you cute, but no."
No, of course you don't remember the words.
Ray's like, how could you forget the words to "How Do I Feel"? One of the classic songs of our youth.
I think you're projecting your calcium deficiency in that area on me, brother. I mean, you're just not trying to tell.
I remember she had a song. I couldn't remember what it was called. I just looked it up right now. It's "How Do I Deal?"
How do I deal? I thought it was "How Do I Feel?" It was like, yeah. How do I deal with you? How do I deal with me? Like very, very paint by numbers songwriting. Yeah, very 2000s paint by numbers songwriting. Like, she gonna be the next Natalie Imbruglia.
Because instantly when you said that, I was like, yeah, she does sound well. I can imagine it having that same sound and feel to it.
Like, you know what? Get out of the way, Natalie Imbruglia and Lisa Loeb. Here comes Jennifer Love Hewitt.
If you like Lisa Loeb, you'll love Jennifer Love.
It's like, actually, you won't.
Go back.
Like Tori Amos, she is not. Now that's a glass of milk, Ray. Back in the day, damn Tori Amos out there playing the piano barefoot. I'm like, there's something wrong with you, but I'm not mad at it. And she would always play the piano like real aggressively. Like, you ain't supposed to be playing the piano like that. Like she was fighting the piano. Like, why are you so aggressive towards this musical instrument, Tori Amos?
Speaking of actresses that's trying to actresses trying to be pop stars, I guess it's this girl Haley Steinfeld. For some reason she had like a song. I think I overheard like a song from her. I was like, wait a minute, she's supposed to be an actress.
Let Haley
And I
Steinfeld be a
could see it.
cautionary tale for you, Ray Williams. You don't want to end up like Shamik Moore on these streets, brother.
Shimmy. Oh, oh yeah, that's yeah.
Brother almost sunk a franchise because he was horny on the main one night.
Oh, thirsty, brother. Oh yeah, Haley. Oh, that's the girl from Sinners.
Yes, she's from Sinners. She was Kate Bishop on Hawkeye, and she plays Gwen on Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
and she's married to Josh Allen now.
Josh Allen,
right?
Yeah. Oh, they're married now. Okay.
Yeah, they got married. So expect a regression in stats from Josh Allen because once you get married, it happens, Ray. This brother ain't gonna be making no long runs in the playoffs. But no, the crazy part about your boy Shamik is like he was real crazy out there talking crazy about Haley, and then he started talking to an old girl that was in the first Spider-Man Homecoming with Tom Holland, the sister.
Zendaya?
No, not Zendaya. He know better than that. He know better to talk crazy about Zendaya. But I think her name was like Laura Harrier. She played Liz in the Spider-Man Homecoming, the girl Peter went to the prom with.
Oh, Vulture's daughter?
Vulture's daughter, yeah.
Okay.
And she was like, he said something like trying to shoot a shot or whatever. She was like, "You're just weird. You're just a creep. You're just desperate. Like I'm happily in a relationship." And then I guess like a week later, her relationship ain't work out, and they were seen talking to each other. I'm like,
You did all that, see? Can't. Shamik was like, and you come running right back to me.
Shamik was like, a leap of faith, that's all it is. Those are some good movies, though. I give them that, man. Them damn Spider-Verse movies.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this part 2 to come out, man.
The funniest part, my nieces didn't know it was a part 1 and part 2. So they were so mad when it just ended.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I stayed away from Twitter. I stayed away from everything. And I was like, okay, this is getting a little long. And then it just like abruptly ended.
Yes. Yeah, abruptly.
Like, no way. No
to
way.
be continued. Like
Yeah. I was hurt. I was hurt.
Hey, I'm doing some production in the future now. The draft, June 25th, 26th.
Yeah,
live
so
streaming.
that is something that we should be able to do, Ray.
Next week.
I think we should pencil that in, Ray. Pencil that in.
Right. I'll pencil it in.
All right.
All right, 10-point lead. OKC.
Speaking of drafts, another thing we got penciled in is when football season rolls around, I think we're gonna do our fantasy football draft live.
Okay,
I'm in.
We can get to like Ray. I'm gonna need you to like get all the NFL draft sounds, like the little. With the 12th pick in the Nefarious Media Network draft, Ray Williams selects Shador Sanders. What plot twist?
It's like, thanks for the intel. Now that I know he's starting.
Sleeper pick.
But yeah, I think, and I probably need to start working on this sooner rather than later. But just so you know, if you are in the fantasy league, you may end up getting, like, if you have been in the fantasy league for the last 2 or 3 years, you may end up getting kicked out. Not for anything that you did, but I think what I want to do is
get relegated.
You're gonna get relegated, because I think what I want to do is have 2 divisions. I'll have like the show division with like the people from the network that can do the live draft, and then just have like the listener division with people that are like playing in the league, but they don't want to be on camera and stuff.
Contributors league, okay.
Yes, the contributors league.
Okay.
Oh, Lord knows my doggone WNBA team need to be
Ray is the Washington Wizards of the WNBA.
Sad.
Sad but true.
How
The milk's gone bad, Ray. The milk's gone bad.
the Mystics better than my fantasy team. I should have just picked all Mystics. I would have been doing better.
How's that Sophie Cunningham pick turning out for you, Ray?
Anybody out there want to do a trade? Let me know.
I'll trade you Courtney Vandersloot for Sophie Cunningham. Like, damn.
Oh man.
Who's got Angel?
It ain't even because Sophie wasn't even doing stuff when she was healthy. It's doggone like Cameron Brink and Kalia Copper, who've been out since the beginning. And again, had I only knew what the red O stood for,
right. Like, why do all these girls on my team have red O's beside their name? Yes, it stands for outstanding, Ray.
Yeah.
Outstanding players.
Outstanding. And then it's like it never works out to where and it's always one night during each of my matchups where the opposing team will have 5 or 6 players who are actually playing that night, and I only have like 2, and I get railroaded.
It's all matchup based. It's all matchup based.
I'm checking the standings right now because I haven't checked in a couple of days. Let's see where we're standing right now.
You don't have to check.
I think the listeners want to know, Ray. They'd be interested in seeing what's going on in our league.
Oh no!
Damn! Steve Willie beat me in the last matchup. Good game, Steve. Good game. All right, let's see. So currently in our fantasy basketball WNBA league. Oh, I played Justin this week. That's Justin's come down a bit. He was like undefeated. Now he's 2-2. He's come back to the pack.
I was worried. I had him last week.
Yeah. Justin, he started off hot. I was like, uh-oh. Maybe we made a mistake inviting this brother. He knows too much. He got WNBA insiders. Let's see. Oh, Steve Willie out here making waiver wire moves. All right, so current standings. The best team in the league is this man, Steve Willie. Steve Willie is 4-0. Followed by a 2-way tie for second place. Jay Lacey, 3-1. Martin Bushby, 3-1. Then we've got a 3-way tie for third with Justin at 2-2, me at 2-2, and Brandon from New Jersey at 2-2. Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about who's bringing up the rear at a combined record of 0-8. We've got 2-way Ray Williams and Vanessa Shark.
Hey, but we facing off each other this week, so somebody's got to go. And I already know she don't really care about that since she auto drafted. So if she ain't doing no matchup cleanup, I think I might get my first dub.
I wonder if there's a way for me as the commissioner to go in and rig it so Vanessa wins, Jay.
See, don't you dare. Because
Ray is WWE booking. If we book you on a losing streak, Ray, when you win, then the fans are gonna care more about you. Hey, Ray finally won. He did it. The Barry Horowitz of the WNBA Fantasy League.
I'm trying to get this comeback going so I can make the playoffs.
That was Ray. He was like, they hurt, but by the time they get healed, I'm gonna have a great team. It's like, Ray, the season is only like 2 months long, Ray.
2 months is 8
I thought,
weeks.
honestly, when you picked up Cameron Brink, I thought that's what you were going for.
The what now? No, I was going for the what now? Or did he get stuck? Did I get stuck? Oh no. No, you still moving, Nate. Jay is stuck. Oh,
Jay's unstuck.
Yeah.
All right.
I
What
thought
you
you
say,
super
Jay?
kicked me through the barbershop window again. I went through the barbershop window again.
Now, what was you saying about Ray picking Cameron Brink? Oh, Ray keeps kicking his man out. Ray said,
I'm about to get frozen again.
Ray said, "Don't you dare talk." Ray said, "Don't you talk about my glass,
Oh,
my tallest glass of milk, the tallest glass of them all."
Silly, bro.
That's a whole 2 liter worth of milk.
Oh my goodness. I gotta get my lactate pill for that milk. All that dairy.
Uh-oh, we got a 4-point game, Ray.
Oh.
Insurmountable lead.
Yeah, the surmounting.
The surmounting is happening.
It's imminent. Oh. Let's see.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Willie for dominating the league so far.
Shout out.
That's why he's never in the group chat like saying much, because he's always making deals back behind the scenes.
Mm.
He's watching film.
All right, so speaking of, Sophie Cunningham is back. So the doggone Asia's out.
Harkenstein on them boards.
Uh-oh. Brother Jay has returned.
All right.
Every time you tried to say something about Cameron Brink, Ray kicked you out, man. I don't know why.
Stop it.
I got super kicked out.
Don't you talk about my milk of magnesia.
A tall glass of milk.
I don't have enough cookies for all that milk.
Not enough Jasmine in his world.
She healthy now. Can I get her up off the? See, now y'all got me checking my fantasy league. All right, Kalia's healthy now, so now get her off there.
Ray's in the locker room. All right, ladies, I know it's been a tough start to the season. Some would say the odds are insurmountable, but we can surmount them if we play hard as a team.
I think so.
Let me see. Man, if Enrique would just step a game up, I'd be all right. But Enrique's not been playing up to her usual standards this season.
If I put somebody on the IR, does that mean they out for the entire season?
No, they on there until they get healthy again.
Well, my girl is healthy, but she ain't off the
IR. Maybe she holding out for a contract.
You have to take her off.
I'm trying.
You have to take her off the
IR. I'm trying.
You got to drop if your roster is full, you got to drop a player in order to get room.
Yeah.
All right.
See, that's what I thought when you drafted Cameron Brink. It's like, okay, you're gonna build up your IR just in case when she come back, you got healthy Cameron Brink. But now you just sandbagging and holding them to yourself. Like, man, come on, bro.
Man, it's like, I don't care if you hurt Cameron. Just sit next to me on the end of the bench. I got you. You're gonna be all right, Cameron.
Ray SMR.
I hear you, Cameron.
All right. Yeah.
Hashtag Ray SMR. Yes, you heard it. You heard the announcement, folks, because we on the drive to 500. if we get to 500
Honey.
patrons, 500 YouTube subscribers, Ray Williams will debut Ray SMR, where he just whispers about sports and combat sports and all sorts of foolishness on these YouTube shorts.
I swear, if we get up to 500 because of that, that being thrown out as a possibility.
It's like, Ray, we're up to 500 in 2 days. The people want this Ray SMR.
I mean, I'd do it.
Just have Ray reading banana pudding recipes. First, you start with Ray. You don't watch up in the hours too, right? Make sure you got the cookies.
The meringue.
Get the meringue nice and frosty.
Make sure you don't use banana pudding. Use French vanilla pudding.
Serve it with a nice tall cold glass of milk.
Don't be cheap. Get the real milk, the 2%. We're not doing that.
If you use skim milk, it's not going to be the right consistency.
If you really have to, get the half and half.
Last resort, use oat milk used in cream and extra cream.
Powdered milk is not going to work. It's not going to hold together.
No.
Powdered milk is terrible. I just say it. I just say it. Powdered milk is terrible. And the fact that the government only gives powdered milk to poor people should tell you how terrible it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time in my life we ever had powdered milk was when we was on food stamps. And like Wick.
Wick is amazing. I'll be the first to tell you that.
Yes.
when I was much younger, me and my wife was on Wick, and man, what a time! What a time! Yeah, we had that when we were first starting out, man. And I will never have a bowl of Cheerios again. We done with that. We done with that. No more Cheerios, no more cornflakes. We're done with that.
Big bag of King Vitamin.
Oh, we done with that.
Like, we ain't living that life no more.
Man, we was eating powdered eggs, powdered milk, and like, is everything for poor people powdered?
Right.
Does everything come like in a black and white label?
Yes,
right. It reminded me of, I don't know if you guys heard of Ali Sadiq, who's a comedian. It didn't even have a mascot on it. It just said rice. It's like,
very true.
Yes.
It just said cereal. Who has this?
I remember when we got cans of salmon from the food stamps from Wick, and it was just like we thought we had a little money, Ray. But it just said salmon on it. Like, you know what you could do with a can of salmon? You could do a lot of things.
Man, he was talking about going to the store with his dad. Go pick up that bag of cereal. A bag of cereal? Supposed to come in the box, sir.
King Vitamin, that man King Vitamin had held down that bottom shelf for years.
Can we get Fruit Loops? Nope, you get Loops of Fruit. You get to that.
Good defense. Good defense. 2-on-1. Wow.
We got away with that one.
Wow.
We got away with that one.
This lead is becoming insurmountable, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bad pass, though.
Oh, That dude's been making bad passes almost all. That's like the third turnover he's made off of a pass.
It's like, who are you? Which team are you playing for?
Yo,
I know, right?
just wait.
He's like he's shaving points. It's like Tony off of Blue Chips.
Right. It's like check that man DraftKings account. That brother might be John K. Porter. Check it.
He's like, I only did it once, coach. We won the damn game, coach. You know what? You're off the team, Tony. Yeah, Blue Chips was my movie, though. I ain't gonna lie. Man, Pete Bell. Yeah, this is the same thing that happened in game 2. Like the Pacers hung around, but eventually OKC just started making the lead a little bit too big, a little bit too late. That man Nick, shout out to that man Nick Nolte for Blue Chips.
Yeah. Shout out to Shaq and Penny for that too.
Yeah, Shaq and Penny. It was my man. The white dude was a basketball player too, but then he like never amounted to anything in the league. I think Matt Nova was the white dude.
Oh, okay.
He's like, you know, I'm a good, clean cut, athletic white guy, no felonies. I think I deserve a tractor for my dad. And then the best scene was at the press conference at the end after they won. And first of all, that team was ridiculous. You had Shaq, Penny, Matt Nova, Tony was back from suspension, and they rolled up on Indiana. I think Indiana had like Grant Hill or somebody on. Like it was a couple pro players and college players that was on the fictional Indiana team too. But then at the end of the game, they won the game. And Pete Bell at the press conference, you know, used to be about basketball. Now it's about what I could buy for these kids. And it's wrong. And I cheated too. That's why this is my last game. And then Al Bundy was playing the reporter. Like, what are you saying, coach? I'm saying I'm leaving. And then he just walks out. And this is the part of the movie that I don't understand, Jay. He walks out of the arena, and it's like, it got to be like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And he goes to like this some random park. I think this team, like the movie was set in LA. Like that's where the college was. Somewhere in California, and it's like these three random kids playing at the park at like 11 o'clock at night. Not like high school kids, but like middle school age kids. And Pete Bell's like, "You got to play defense," and he starts coaching these random 3 black kids in the middle of the night. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with Coach Bell.
I forgot Rick Fox was in that movie too.
Yeah, Rick Fox was in there. Yep.
Another steal, another bad.
He playing like Tony from Blue Chips, man. He's just like, go back and look at the film, coach. Look, Tony wouldn't cheat, coach. Look at that pass. I'm telling you, Tony didn't cheat, man. Coach, look at that. Another turnover. What was the box score in that game? Now Tony was my guy. Tony was my guy. Tony, did you cheat? Don't lie to me, Tony. It was one time, coach. It's one time, man. We won the damn game. You took the only pure thing in your life and you threw it away, Tony. For what? A couple of dollars? Like, damn, coach.
When you put it like that.
I mean, spot the lie, though. Spot the lie. He ain't lying.
See, if I was Tony, I'd have been like, come on, coach. You know I ain't going pro. Like, we got Shaq and Penny on the team. I ain't going pro. Ain't no NIL yet, coach. I got to get what I can get. I got a baby on the way. I gave you those rubbers, Tony. Why didn't you use them? Like, damn, coach. Jeez. All in this boy's bit. Like, that's an actual line from the movie, ladies and gentlemen.
Really? Oh, my goodness.
Because Tony got his girl pregnant, and Coach Pete Bell was like, Tony, we gave you those rubbers, man.
You got to be more careful.
90s was wild. 90s was wild.
Yeah, the 90s was off the chain.
And the one thing I never really that rubbed me the wrong way is how he discovered Shaq's character.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me they playing basketball with milk crates?
Like all the scouts in college basketball, you telling me you missed this 7 foot tall, athletic black dude in the middle of Louisiana on the swamp somewhere? Somebody would have called or something.
Right.
Somebody would have.
Like he wasn't playing for no high school. He just on the street.
I think they said he was in the army for like a year and then he got kicked out of the army because he didn't want to follow the rules.
But you could change his life.
Perfect team player.
Yeah, because Shaq's whole thing in that movie was he was like smart, but he didn't believe in the institution of higher learning. He didn't like believe in the military. He was like a free thinker, Ray.
A free thinker.
And he couldn't play until he passed some like a standardized test. And he was like, standardized tests are racist. They systematically plotted against my community. And then Pete Bell's like, oh, I know, but you got to pass the test so you can get on the court.
Pete Bell was like, I ain't trying to hear all that. Are you trying to play or what?
Right.
Like, you trying to get all deep.
We got a game against Indiana tomorrow. Like, what you doing? Uh-oh. They putting the clamps down now. Ooh.
See, again, you 15 seconds ahead. OKC still got the ball.
That's the one thing about YouTube TV. I used to have YouTube TV, man.
Oh, good block.
Tape delays
later.
Yeah.
I know,
right? like during football season, my neighbor will be watching the same game we watching. We got the windows open. We'll hear them, yeah. Like, yeah.
Ray sitting there listening to Tony Kukoc. Good block.
Turnover.
Boy, that boy.
We'll be back up to the break.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. This is do or die now, Ray. Indiana got to make a stand right now. It's a wrap.
Crucial play. Good Lord. Jalen Williams got 40 points, bro. He going off.
He's been playing today.
Tony, you got an effing TV class? TV class? How do you get an effing TV class, Tony?
TV class.
We might have to do a watch along for Blue Chips one day. There's a couple movies I want to do a watch along with, but yeah, Blue Chips has got to be on the list.
He got game, got to be on that list too.
Yeah, he got game.
That's a strong one.
The sixth man is ridiculous. The sixth man is ridiculous.
That was my movie right there. My brother, because I think since they were brothers, and so they always play together. Me and my brother would kind of act like we were them, and they would say A and Trey all the way, or A and J all the way, and my brother's name is Tracy, so it'd be like Ray and Trey all the way.
And then when your brother was going for the winning shot, and then Ghost Ray tried to come up and make the shot, he's like, "No,
Ghost Ray."
just showing them all and just trying to make something happen. I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
Like, Jay, no. He's like, what, you don't want me to make the shot? I'm gonna fade away. There's some good basketball movies back in the day. Loving basketball.
Okay.
There's this one low key one that I used to see on Showtime all the time. It was Richard Lewis. He ended up coaching like St. Joe's or something.
No,
Yeah. I used to see it all the time.
I
I
don't
forget
remember
what
that
the
one.
name of it was.
Whatever happened to Richard Lewis?
He passed away
Oh, he did. Oh, all
about
right.
a year ago, like a year or
Wow.
two ago.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. Yep, I remember that. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a little run though. He had a run.
Underrated.
Yeah, on Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm
Mhm.
going back and watching that. So
Yeah, he had a good little run.
yeah.
He was a bad guy on he was the villain I think he was the villain on Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way back.
He always felt like the evil version of Paul Reiser.
I can see it.
Like evil Paul Reiser.
All right, I think
Nick Smith?
I think this lead is insurmountable enough for me to go to sleep. Birdman.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over.
Ray's throwing in towel in. It's over when Ray throws a towel in. It's a wrap.
Are you saying it's insurmountable, Ray?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Ray's calling it.
with less than 2 minutes left. Yeah.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
What Vince Carter? It's over.
Yep. And I bet you they're gonna win the next game too, Ray, just like I predicted.
Well, OKC.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe Halliburton might end up going off since he was real quiet in this one. We'll see.
I was just saving up my points for game 6.
Home cooking.
Showing
my dad's here.
Right.
You can't be the star player and only play well and at home. That's for the bench to do. Right.
Like,
you got to be on your game all the time.
He's like, if I score 30 points in this game, then that doesn't leave me any points for next game. So what I wanted to do is I'm going to only score 10 this game, and then that way I got 20 for next game. Like, that's not how it works, Tyrese.
That man Pascal Siakam did the street ball to himself, threw the ball off his own leg. Out of bounds. Players, Pacers, coaches challenge. So what are they challenging?
Why we challenging? Why are we challenging? What a
they're trying to see if he got fouled, probably. Oh, the little hip check by Chet.
And then Tony, that is not a foul. That is not a foul. Just good hard playoff basketball. This is the finals. You can't call that. they would not have called that back in the 90s. Scottie Pippen kicked me in the face in practice, and they did not call anything. That's how it was. MJ hit me with a stone cold stunner. I was like, that's not even a defensive play.
I didn't set it.
Charles Barkley back-fisted me in the back of the head during the Olympics.
Yeah,
they called the foul on me.
They was doing that man dirty in the Olympics, like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did Tony dirty in the Olympics.
All right. Yeah, they upheld the call.
But he came back in that second game they played though. Like I think that's when Michael Jordan was like, you know what, he all right with me. Like, I told you you're not going to destroy me, Michael Jordan. I will make it to America someday.
Sound like the Magomadoff, man. You don't sound like a
I'm just a poor immigrant from a humble town in Croatia. I will make it to America someday. Come along, Vladi Divac. Let's do this. Like I'm Serbian. I'm not Croatian. Close enough, Vladi.
You're close enough. You're from the Baltic states. It's fine.
Yeah, they did make a good 30 for 30 on him and Vladi though. Like it was I think it was like two brothers or something like that.
Mm.
Because it was like showing how like they played each other growing up, like in the leagues over there. But both of their countries was at war.
Mm-hmm.
And it was showing like how they had a friendship even though their countries was at war. You could learn a lot from that documentary, Ray Williams. Stop fighting the people. You don't have to be enemies with everybody. Leave Shadow Sanders alone.
And there was this one cold dude. He used to play for the Nets.
Petrovic.
Drazen.
Yeah, that brother was nice.
He was nasty. And I mean that in a good way. He was dope.
Yeah, he was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was sad when he died.
Yeah. Car crash on that one,
if
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was like one of the first European players that really could play like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, I don't know how I ended up seeing like just this random, because I used to, like back in the high school days, like I try to get like all the hardwood classics or like the Mitchell and Nesses, and I just end up coming across this jersey. I was like, Petrovic, who is this? I ain't never heard of this dude.
Yeah.
I looked him up and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was like Drazen, Tony Kukoc, and Sarunas Marshallonis. Those were like the bad European dudes back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vladi came in.
What's his name? Before him was Arvydas Sabonis.
Yeah. Arvydas was nice too, but he just like by the time he got to the NBA, his knees was shot.
Yeah.
His knees was sponge cake.
European leagues too, man.
Sponge cake.
By the time he got to America, his knees was lemon meringue. Like I don't have much flexibility in my knees. They are shot, coach. I can stand in the postal game, make it pass. But yeah, Arvydas was nice.
Yes, he was, man.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
That's your final, folks. OKC 120, Indiana Pacers 109. So we're gonna go into Indiana on Thursday. With here's another cliche, y'all. Will the Pacers stave off elimination? Or will this be a deciding game for the OKC Thunder?
I think it's going to be a deciding game for the OKC Thunder, Ray.
They're going to clinch it. Is it going to be clinching?
Here's the thing, Ray. If they don't close it out on Thursday, they'll close it out when they go back to Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. OKC's too deep. They're playing with a lot more urgency. It just seems like the Pacers are they peaked. They peaked a little too early, and I think OKC is hungry. And one of the things that like commentary was making was like going into the series is like they're so young.
Yeah.
What you don't know is what you don't know. So they don't know any better. So they're just gonna go out here, and I think they're gonna win this chip, and they're gonna be a problem.
Yep.
I think if Terrence Williams can continue the play, because not only did he play well tonight, but he played well on Friday as well. Or I think it was the Thursday, last Thursday. So I think that if he continues this great play,
you talking about Jalen Williams?
Yes, or Terrence Williams. Or Jalen Williams?
Jalen Williams.
I keep calling him Terrence.
I'm like, who is Terrence Williams?
I know. I'm
fictional player.
Jalen Williams. Yeah.
Terrence Howard out there? Hey, we just playing basketball, man. That's all we do, man. 1 + 1 is 3. That's all we doing, brother. Playing basketball.
It's hard out here for him.
Square root of 2 points. It's everywhere.
Like Terrence Williams. Who is Terrence Williams?
My bad.
What are you doing, Ray?
Oh, my head's all over the place. I'm too tired, y'all. I'm so tired.
I'm tired, man. I'm Terrence Williams. I just scored 40 points, man. Then I got Skinny Black to listen to my mix. Skinny, tell me that ain't my tape, Skinny. Tell me that ain't my tape, Skinny Black. Come on, Skinny man. Then he beat the brakes off of Skinny Black.
I scored 40 points today, and it ain't the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the size of the fight in the dog. They got all mixed up.
He looking at Shay Gilgeous-Alexander. You're in charge, Shay. I need you to say it. I need you to say it. Say I'm in charge. Shay's like, I'm in charge.
Shout out to Mark K. I guess Mark K, you must be a listener of NWA. He says we need more new edition talk.
Hey,
I got
keep
one.
your ears open.
Hey, if Tyrese Halliburton keep playing like he is, they're gonna be shopping around. He's not gonna be welcome back in Indiana. They're like, count me out.
Tyrese Halliburton in the locker room. Is this the end? I want to know. I want to know. Yeah, I think it might be a wrap for them boys, Ray.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe SGA is going to be the third secret basketball player for WWE 2K. Maybe that was the stipulation.
Oh,
he's like, I got to be an unlockable character.
Well, did they? Who's the second one? Because we know
Brunson.
Brunson. Oh yeah, so we knew it was going to be those.
So there's one more. Like I said, I think it's probably going to be Shaq, but it'd be funny if it was SGA. Like SGA played his way into the game.
Yeah, he the MVP. You might as well have him in here. Yeah.
And they just gonna use the same model from 2K. They just gonna like
right. Just transfer it over.
Same game engine. Just
right.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have those dudes in the game than Pat McAfee's friends from last year. That was trash.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if you could bring the stats over, kind of like how you do with NCAA and Madden. If you could bring the stats over from WWE 2K and then raise up like the toughness, depending on how many matches you do with like Brunson, you can raise up the toughness on NBA 2K.
Just bring Halliburton and that'd be crazy if you could just import players into like put LeBron in the game.
Oh,
yeah.
Got Luka in the game. I'm here for the championship. I'm Luka Doncic.
I would bring
Luka give Luka the Stone Cold entrance, drinking the beers.
you finally get a taste of the beers.
That's hilarious. I'll bring Draymond Green over. you know he gonna throw some hands.
I would bring over LeBron, and then I would create a Stephen A. and finally have him hash it out.
I'd have Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark be my women's tag team champions.
Okay.
They're working together.
Can they coexist?
Ebony and Ivory.
And then all of a sudden, Kennedy Carter attacks out of nowhere. We thought she was in Mexico. She don't work here.
No, it ain't Kennedy Carter. It's Kenna Rosa. She got like a lucha mask on. Le Thug. La Thug.
Yeah, that was game 5, ladies and gentlemen, of the NBA Finals. Pacers up 3-2, Ray Williams. So real quick before we leave tonight, do you think Thursday night, because we are programming announcement, we are going to do a live watch on Thursday night after Ring Theory. So Ring Theory, I believe Jay and Gerard, who are going to be joined by a guest, they're going to go live around 6:30. And then around about 8:30, they're gonna hop off, and then we're gonna hop on for the finals watch. So do you feel like that's gonna be the last finals game we do, Ray Williams?
I think now, as the facts change, so do my opinion. I think we're going 7, y'all. I think we're going 7. I can't like if Halliburton had a bad, or if he had a good game and they still ended up losing, then I'd be like, okay, well, there's nothing much more they can do. But I think Halliburton, with him kind of getting hurt and that kind of telling the tale for how he would perform for the rest of the night, I think he's bound to go off, and I think someone else on the Pacers has to step up. Again, Pascal Siakam has been consistent, but he can't do it alone. So I think, and as we mentioned before, once we get home, those bench players get some of that home cooking. I think that might propel the Pacers to a deciding game 7, winner take all.
What about you, Jay? Who you got?
I got Thunder in 6. I've seen enough.
Mm.
I've seen enough evidence to see that the Thunder are much hungrier of a squad. The Pacers, I think they're a great team, but I think they're gassed at this point in the season. And I think it's the young legs that are gonna, propel the Thunder over to get their first title. So, I think we done in 6.
All I got to say to you, Ray Williams.
Here we go.
YouTube clicks. Stevie Nicks. Raw's on Netflix. Thunder in 6.
Thunder.
I had to work Stevie Nicks in there somehow.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't start with Stevie Nicks.
You know what? Tyrese Halliburton sitting in the locker room. If y'all don't love me now, you will never love me again. That is a good ass song. I ain't gonna lie. The Chain, and then there's a remix by Reese, who had a little minor career as like an indie R&B singer. She did a remake of it. It's called she's got a whole album with just Fleetwood Mac covers, and it's called Fried Mac. And one of the songs obviously is The Chain, and I like her version better than the original. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's non-traditional, but it's good.
You just gave me a question for the parlay.
Okay, save it, Ray. Save it for the parlay.
I'm typing it up now. I won't say it.
But yeah, we want to shout out to everybody that joined us tonight and that joined us last night. And shout out to you doubly if you joined us both nights. But we'll be back Thursday with a 2-pack. Not a 2-pack of ass, as Joe Budden would say, but a 2-pack of greatness, Ray. With Ring Theory and the live watch for the final game of the 2025 NBA Finals, Ray.
Calling it.
Calling it right now.
Back to back like the Bulls in 96, 97.
I was gonna say back to back like that other person, but he's a fan, so I'm not gonna invoke his name.
Well, I said a lyric. I ain't say who it was from. So.
All right, so let's start wrapping things up. Jay Lacey, anything you want to say before we head out of here?
Yeah, thanks for the time. Thanks for the platform. Great watching the game with you guys. Follow me on all social, Jarek_wins. Catch me out there. Check me out on Ring Theory this Thursday. You do not want to miss it. We got some things up our sleeves, and looking forward to the conversation. And that's all I got. So I'll see you Thursday.
Okay. Ray Williams out here watching bootleg Croatian streams of the game. What did you think of? What did you think of the game, Ray Williams? Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Oh, decent game. I guess it kind of reminded me of game 1, but then the Thunder just started to pull away. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen on Thursday. So stay tuned with us. Please, patrons, if you're already a patron, use your benefits, y'all. Come and join us. I got so lonely because somebody fell asleep on me, but during the first hour. But come and join me, guys. I know we had Mark Leferrier joined us a couple times. So don't be a stranger. If you're available, if you're getting off work and you're relaxing and you got a little bit of time, come join us on Thursday, man. We got the links posted in the Patreon, and it's the same link for the room throughout the finals. So just use the same link as before, y'all. But other than that, got a new SBF coming for you guys next week. So stay tuned for that. And just continue to keep your eyes and ears locked on Nefarious Media.
Okay, Ray, being all dramatic and whatnot.
I forgot to say network, so I was just like, media.
the media. But yeah, echoing what Ray and Jay said, if you're not a member of the Patreon, sign up for the Patreon. $5 gets you in the door. If you want to pay more, we will not stop you. Let's see what else. Ring Theory, Thursday night, 6:30. Be there or be triangular, as Brother Nero once said. And then following that, stick around for Game 6, the final game of the NBA Finals for 2025, Ray Williams. Stick around for our watch party for Game 6. And also, if you haven't checked out our episode of the NWA podcast from last night, check it out. As I was telling Ray earlier, Jay, we're almost at 1,000 views on that show, and it hadn't even been 24 hours yet. So looks like a lot of people are excited to hear us talk about the saga of Ron the Truth killing. So check that out over at Post Wrestling. And for everything else, just follow me on Twitter in the number 8 MOZAIK, Nate Mosaic on Twitter, Nate Mosaic 757 on Blue Sky, and Black Nate BLAQUE _ in the number 8 on IG. And follow Nefarious as well. So for Jay, for Ray, for Tony Kukoc on Ray's Illegal Stream, and for you, the viewers, I'm the Godfather Nate Milton saying thank you for checking us out tonight. Be back on Thursday where we have our double feature of Ring Theory and Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Ray Williams, hit that insurmountable round ball rock, brother. Fade away.
Oh, man.